Hi guys, bonjour mes amis, I'm Booger. Welcome aboard a cheeseburger ball. You heard me. I've been thinking about this idea for a while now. I like a good cheeseburger, but Tom and I, we don't do a lot of bread or pastas and stuff like that. So I'm going to put the crunchy breading on the outside, which is panko breadcrumbs. But we're going to do a cheeseburger with the breading on the outside. Okay, you guys ready? Let's go. Gin gin. Okay, so while I'm mixing this up, I got my cheese curds in the freezer for like 5-10 minutes just to get them a little colder so they don't melt as fast in the balls. You know what's amazing is that in Canada, when you buy the cheese curds, they're on the counter, like at the checkout counter. They're not on a shelf. They're not refrigerated. But here in the States, everywhere I look, they have them refrigerated. So there's that. So I'm going to put a link to the company of the cheese curds that I use. They do have a website. You can order through them, so you'll look into that. Okay, here we go. So we got 1.5 pounds of ground beef here. And then my seasonings. This is how I do my hamburgers. So I'm going to do the same thing, except add on, except for bread. The bread is going to be breadcrumbs, okay? So I've got a tablespoon of garlic powder, sorry. And here I have a teaspoon of onion powder. But listen, see, it's not hard. It's just because I keep it refrigerated. This is my onion powder. I make my own. It's very, 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 very powerful. Like, it's fresh onions. There's nothing special in it. So I keep it in the fridge. It stays good. I'll do that someday. Show you how I do that. It takes a lot of onions, but it's worth it. You don't have to use as much. It's very powerful. So this is a tablespoon of complete saison from Badia. That's what that looks like. You can find that anywhere, Walmart, anything. And that's how I do my hamburgers. A little bit of salt and pepper. I've got a half teaspoon of both here. Okay, so let me mix that up and then we'll go from there. Before I get my hands dirty, I'm going to oil my pan. I'm using the flat pan because I can fit an extra cheeseburger ball right there. You can use the other pan. Just take the paddle out, of course, and go around the little segment. So I'm going to spray some Tsang Stir Fry oil. Out of my Evo sprayer. It comes in a package too. They don't make them this shape anymore, but I put a link. When I use it, I put a link in the description. And the Tsang Stir Fry oil is also sold on Amazon, so that's great. All right, let me get my stuff ready here. All right, here are the cheese curds. Right Tomato Garlic by Troyer. It's very, very, very good. The place where I get the cheese curds is like not too far from here, and they sell all different kinds. Some with dill, some with just, it's just ridiculous. So I get a bunch of it and I freeze it, okay? You can freeze cheese. You can see how much I paid for it, but that was like last year. So this would be good because, on a cheeseburger, you can put tomatoes and stuff. So why not? Cheddar curds, yum. Okay, enough talking. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in my bowl here so I don't get them all dirtied up, mucked up. Some are bigger than the other ones, so I might, have to cut them in half. I don't know. We'll see. As you can see, probably cut that in half. Yeah. Okay. So let me do that first, and I'll be right back. Let me teach you how I'm going to do this. Okay. Just remember, when you're battering something with all this, I've got 3 eggs here with a tablespoon of water. Scramble it up. I probably got, I don't know, 3/4 cups of flour. And the same amount with breadcrumbs. And my breadcrumbs are panko, which if you want a nice crunchy coating, that's the best. Just recently went to an international market and they sell a big bag of it for like $3. So I got that. So I can't believe it. I was like, what? All right. So I'm using an ice cream scoop to make sure all my hamburger balls are the same size. Okay. So just scoop one out like this. Okay. I'm just going to put an indent in there. All right, and put a cheese curd in there. It's a big one. Let me see here. Like that. Okay. And then just roll around it. Now, where I'm closing it up, that's going to be on top. Or should I put it on the bottom? What do you think? I think I'm gonna put it on top because the cheese. This is what's nice about cheese curds when you work in an air fryer. It takes a long time to really melt out. It's gonna melt, but it takes a lot longer than regular cheddar, or you know what I mean. So I think we're good here. All right. So I'm gonna do all of this, same size, same way. and go to the month of February, which is flour, egg, breadcrumb. February, okay? Let's see. I'm supposed to have one dry hand and one wet hand. Go in the egg. That looks good. And then the breadcrumbs. Okay. You can use seasoned panko too. That wouldn't hurt. Like the Italian seasoning, or they got like smoky, sweet and spicy, or sweet and something. I don't know, barbecue, something like that. That'd be good too. Alright. So let me finish all of them, and I'll change the angle to the air fryer, and we'll be back. Here we go. There's enough to make 2 more balls, but I'm gonna just save it. I'm gonna do like just a patty, so Tom can eat that as a patty. So that's an idea. You could do hamburger patties, and then put it in a bun as is. I mean, there's always that. Now I'm gonna spray the tops of this with some oil, but not right now. I'm gonna let it fry up a little bit with this light olive oil spray. We're not going to cook it on highest heat because the breadcrumbs will cook faster than the meat, right? So let's turn it down to a 3. The settings to this air fryer. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I had to go catch the mail. The settings for this air fryer, it tells you the temps down below in the description, so just check that out. Bottom on, of course, and number 3, and I'll let you know how long I do that. All right, you guys, here's an update. We're at about 14 minutes. I'm going to check the temperature of this. You got to reach 160. Some of the cheese is oozing out, but it's not that bad. So let's check it out, okay? 163, 165, done. All right, 14 minutes. Let me plate it and taste it. You guys, Tom's going to taste it. I made a spicy mustard and mayonnaise little thing there to drizzle on top, but we're going to try it as is. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yes.
You don't even know what it is.
You say we're going to try it as is, or me?
You.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Here goes nothing.
Okay, let me see that. There's the cheese. Le fromage. What do you think?
Tastes like a hamburger.
Does it look like a hamburger? In the shape of a ball? Without the bread? Just a little bit of bread? All right, cool. All right, you guys. Well, there you go. That's a nice little, I don't know, appetizer, you could say. I don't know. All right, guys.
Let's try this.
Oh, you want the sauce on there? Okay. It's just Sriracha Hot Mustard by Engelhofer. I'll put a link to that. You can find it at Walmart sometimes if you're lucky. And Duke's mayonnaise. You got the hiccups? All right, guys. Well, there you go. Thanks for shopping. Bye-bye.